Every teacher is unique, whether they teach math, English, art, or theater. Today I'll be interviewing one of those teachers, Miss Donovan.
I'm Mrs. Donovan, and I am the drama director here at Monomoy Regional High School, and I have been doing theater since I was in high school myself. And we do 2 shows every year. My background was theater tech, and now I do both the tech and the design. Got into theater when I was in college, mostly as a designer. I did costume designs in college, and I did lighting and set designs in college. And I had always danced my whole life too, dance lessons, so I did when I was in a show, I was always in the chorus as a dancer kind of thing. So art has been like part of my life, my whole life. I've always been an art educator, not an artist first. I've been an educator first. I do art, but it's always been secondary to being the teacher.
Yeah.
That's like the most important thing to me, is that part of it.
So I chose to take theater class because I really liked the teacher, Miss Donovan, and my sister had her, and they were really good friends, so I figured she'd like me too. And my favorite thing I did in there was we got to write our own script for like a play, and I thought that was really fun because it was like creative and a good way to practice.
To the world. I'm probably one of the few people that when they say, well, okay, you teach music, so what do you do professionally? Like, what is your shtick outside when you perform? I teach music. I'm not somebody who said, oh, hey, I didn't make it as a jazz singer, so I'm gonna teach instead. I've always been very passionate about music education. I actually, confession here, I actually don't care for musical theater. However, I love what it does for student musicians and human beings who are not the ones who have been doing theater for their entire life.
Let's see. Well, we start with auditions, and everybody comes in for auditions, and we do auditions a little different than a lot of people do. Kids who want to audition for solos obviously have to sing alone, leads and solos, but then we get everybody up here performing at the same time and singing at the same time and acting songs out to just get an idea of how people move, what they can do, and kind of get everybody cheering each other on. We try to make it really collaborative from the very beginning. Normally auditions are you come into a room, you sing a song, there's a piano player, and you go away and a list gets posted. After you get cast, then you start rehearsals, and rehearsals basically are
2 weeks of straight up music.
Yep, 4 or 5 days a week after school in the evening, depending on the cast schedule. We kind of see what everybody's schedule is like and try to make it so that the most number of kids can be at all the rehearsals. And we start that in January, and from January to March, it's 5 days a week. And then Suzette comes in, once the music's learned, they start with Rose with the music, then I start pulling them out and putting them on stage and doing the blocking and the acting and all of that kind of stuff. And then Suzette comes in, and she's got them a couple days a week, and they're dancing. So it's a huge commitment on the part of everybody, the adults, the actors, all the kids, everybody.
A lot of high school teachers cast for who their seniors are, and we've built a reputation of wild cards are our favorite, people who are unknown who walk in the door. We will take the gamble on those people, and they don't have to be seniors.
Rent was, it was an all-out collaboration of group of people that really came together like you're supposed to in a family, and it was a wonderful show.
Rent, which 5 years prior to doing it at Harwich, we got told a very firm absolutely not.
Yeah.
So then it came up again, and we went to that administrator and was like, okay, so now 5 years later, how about Rent? And it definitely was all about pushing the envelope. With Rent, you were just like, oh my God, we're doing Rent.
hope you learned a lot about Miss Donovan in the theater class, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.